Canada, and other many more countries. So when we talk about the frequencies, IOP, that's a IELTS on paper. We have 4 sessions a month. That is 3 sessions on uh, Saturday and 1 session on Thursday. While in IELTS on computer, we have multiple sessions a week. That means in one day we have 3 sessions of writing, listening, reading, and speaking. On IELTS on computer, you'll be finishing all of the modules in one day, while IELTS on paper, you'll have to spare 2 days for the test. That is for one day for writing, listening, reading, and another day for the speaking test. All right. So if you are in short of time and if you need the fastest result, then you can choose IELTS on computer. The format is everything is same. The only thing is you'll finish it within one day. Right. So fast results, that means IELTS on paper, your results will be released 13 days after the test. And on IELTS on computer, your results will be released 3 to 5 days after your test. So the results are comparatively earlier. You will get your results comparatively earlier than in IELTS on computer rather than in IELTS on paper. Okay. So this session mainly aims on what you will be expecting on the test day. I'm sure you all know that the first thing is writing, listening, and reading, and the next would be speaking. That is called the test day. And next, I guess you have been learning about your tips and tricks and also about the different parts of the test and the strategies about listening, reading, writing, and speaking with USHASHREE as well, right? USHASHREE Foundation must be giving you the perfect knowledge about what to do and what not to do in the test modules, or say in the listening, reading, writing test. And by the end of this session, you'll also know other ways the Brace Council and help you, what are the resources that we are providing, the free resources and the paid version of the resources that we are giving you. So what to expect on the test day? On the test day means the first thing is you'll be doing writing first, then listening, then reading, and then speaking will be either 1 week before or after the WLR, let's say writing, listening, reading test day, right? The first thing is what you should remember on the test day is you need to report to the venue in good time. In good time means you need to arrive to the venue before the test starts. That means 30 or 40 minutes prior to your scheduled test time. Okay, and you need to bring your original valid passport. Please make sure to bring your original valid passport. The photocopy of your passport is not allowed in the test room. And you are not supposed to bring any kind of other government issued IDs rather than passports. So you need to bring your original valid passport, which is not expired, which is not damaged. If you are from the foreign land, then you need to have a visa as well. If you are a foreigner, not from this country itself, you have to bring the visa as well. We will look over the visa as well. So you need to bring your original valid passport. You need to report at a good time. You are not supposed to check a mobile phone inside the test hall. You can bring your mobile phone or any other belongings inside the test venue, but while you enter the test hall or test room, you are supposed to deposit everything at a designated area that we provide during the testing. You need to bring a pen and a pencil, eraser, sharpeners. We say stationaries. You need to bring the stationaries with you. And for the speaking test, you need to report 30 minutes or 40 minutes prior to your appointment time or scheduled time. Next is while on the writing test day procedures. What happens on the writing test day? Writing test day means you'll be giving your writing, listening, and reading test. Right? So while on the test day, what happens is you need to arrive at the venue in good time. About the venue, about the test date, about the candidate number, and about the hall number, you'll be getting everything in an email after you book and register and pay for the test. Make sure that you receive the confirmation email. Make sure that you receive the email of your test venue. Make sure that you get the email of the speaking test venue and time as well. And please time and again check your email so that if there is any changes, if there is a rescheduling of the test, you can know at a good time. Okay, so you need to arrive at the venue in a good time. Look over the venue as well. You can choose the venue as well while doing the registration. Then after you arrive at the venue, your all the details, including your name, candidate number, and test room will be checked. and your passport will be checked. It will be checked for it will be verified by the invigilators itself. And after the passport has been checked, you will be going to the waiting area first. For all the halls, you'll be going to a designated waiting area. From the waiting area, you'll have to leave the belongings at the designated area. The only thing you can check inside the test room is your original valid passport and your stationaries. Okay, and if you want, you can take a clear bottle of water as well. There shouldn't be any label on the bottle. You can take the water, but we will also provide water inside the test room. So the only allowed thing is, as I said, the passport and the stationaries. You're not supposed to take your wallet, watches, keys, earphones, any electronic devices, or any. You are not supposed to take your mobile phone as well. Wallets are also not allowed inside the test room. So make sure you do not take anything except your passport and your stationaries. And you can take your money with you inside your pocket and inside the test room. You can keep your money inside your pocket and take it inside the test room, but do not take any other things inside the test room. I'm repeating it again, except your passport, your stationaries, and your money. Okay, so after you have been after your baggage are tagged, then you will be going to the registration area. During the registration, your photo will be taken, right? And your biometrics will be taken. Right hand index finger for 4 times. You'll have to tap this finger scanner for 4 times. And then you will be doing a signature at the attendance register. So while doing this signature, make sure that the signature matches with the signature on your passport. Right? So make sure to look over your passport time and again so that you know the signature of yours. It should exactly match with the passport on the signature, signature on the passport. And while taking the photograph, we ask you to remove the bulky earrings if you have any. We ask you to tie up your hair if your hair is long. We ask you to remove the tika as well. If you are putting up a tika or anything, the sindur is fine. The vermilion sindur is fine, but we ask you to remove the tika if you have worn any. Okay, so please don't get offended if we ask you to do so, because if you put a tika and if we take your photograph, then there will be a white line or black line over here when you get your TRF. Okay, the photo that we take during the registration will be on the TRF itself. So make sure to clear all the things so that your forehead, your ears, and your neckline is visible. If you're wearing a scarf or anything, we will ask you to remove the scarf as well. All right, after everything is done, you need to check if every information is correct or not while you do the signature, before you do the signature on the attendance register. Make sure that everything is wrong. Most of the candidates get confused and they say that if you are appearing for general training, they say that they're appearing for academic module. So do not get confused on the module as well. All right, after you have been you have finished the registration, then you will be entering to the respective halls. Right, so while inside the test room, you are not supposed to talk with other test takers. Please do listen to the announcement or the instructions that the announcer is giving to you. They will tell you what to do and what not to do, when you can use the restroom, when you are not supposed to use the restroom. The announcer will be telling about it. So after you enter the test room, then the writing test starts at 1 p.m. The first module would be writing. Then after you finish your writing, then you'll be giving a listening. Then after that, you'll be giving a reading, and then it will finish approximately at 4 or 4:30. As we have to collect all the papers and count it and then pack it in front of the candidate itself, it will take some of your time. So we ask you to be patient about it, and we also anticipate your cooperation after you finish your exam, because we have to pack everything within your, or say with in front of you yourself. So we will finish it approximately at 4:15 or 4:30. After everything is finished, or in between, if you have to leave the room for the washroom break or to take anything outside the hall, then your finger scan will be taken, all right, from or to the test room. If you have to leave the room for any reasons like washroom break or any medical cases, then your finger scan will be taken if you go out of the room, and your finger scan will be taken again if you enter, when you enter the room. So in between this one, if you have to use restroom in between the test, then you can use the restroom within 15 minutes of your writing test and within 15 minutes of your reading test. In between those time, um, after you finish your writing, if you would like to use restroom, then you are not supposed to go, because you have to stay within the test room. If you haven't finished your, if even if you have finished your exam, we will have to collect your papers, so, and count it and pack it, so you have to stay over there, and you are not supposed to use the restroom in between the switch off your modules. All right, after everything is finished, then you can just leave the room, and we will ask you to leave the room row wise, one by one, for the safety and security reasons. All right. If you have any questions, you can jot down and write it at the at last. We will be doing Q&A at the end of the session. I believe everyone is clear about what how it looks like in the writing test procedure as well. So next is speaking test procedure. Speaking test day, you have to arrive at the venue. The venue and the speaking test time, date, everything will be emailed to you prior to your test. So make sure to look over your email time and again, so that you do not miss your scheduled speaking test time. So while in the speaking test, the only thing you need to bring is your original valid passport and one photocopy of your passport. Okay, one clear photocopy of your passport is necessary in speaking testing. You have to arrive 30 or 40 minutes prior to your speaking test time. The registration will be done again. After you enter the venue, your name, candidate number, test room, and test time will be checked. And then your passport will be checked. Make sure the passport is valid. Your photocopy will be collected for our record. Then you will be doing the registration. Before registration, you will be doing the, you will be leaving all your personal belongings at the designated time. If you would like to use restroom, you can use the restroom. If you want to have water, you can have water as well before you check in. Okay, after you have deposited your belongings, your photo will be taken. If it has not been taken, your finger scan will be taken again, and then you have to do the signature at the attendance register again, and the signature should match with the passport signature. All right, after you have checked in, after you have done the registration, at the allocated time, you will be entering to the test room. Okay, after you enter the test room, your interview will be conducted for 11 to 14 minutes. After your interview has completed, then you will have to leave the test venue immediately. We ask you to leave the test venue immediately to make sure that you do not talk with other test takers. So we also request you to leave the test venue immediately after you finish everything. Okay, this is all about speaking test procedure. So I believe everyone is clear about the test structure, about listening, academic reading, academic writing, speaking, general training writing, general training reading. I will not go on this very vague. So listening 30 minutes, 4 seconds, 40 items. I guess you have been looking over these things as well. You'll have 1 hour for reading, 1 hour for writing, and 11 to 14 minutes for speaking test. Okay, and this is the 9-band scale. I guess everyone is desiring for the 8 or 9. Very good luck for all of the candidates. So this is the 9-band scale, and if you are an expert user, you'll get 9. If you do not attempt the test, you'll get 0. Okay, next, this is the TRF. We say test report form, or we say hard copy. One personal hard copy will be sent to you. You can collect it from the consultancy itself, or you can ask us to deliver it to your home as well. Okay, we have a free service of delivering your TRF at your home as well, but it should be within the Kathmandu Valley itself, or you can collect it from the consultancy that you have registered for. You can register with USHASHREE Foundation as well. I guess they have the exciting offers at the moment for doing the registration or for doing the booking. And this is the test report form. Everything will be here: your center number, your date, candidate number, everything will be here. So make sure that everything that you fill up, every information that you fill up is very correct, because if you have to correct the TRF again, that it will be a very long process. So make sure you enter while doing the registration and while also doing the signature during the registration, make sure everything is correct, every information is correct. Okay, one personal copy will be sent to you, sent to the candidate, and if you have to send the TRF to other receiving organization or say universities, and if those universities are listed in Breast Council's website or with linked with the Breast Council, then you can send up to 10 test report form with free of cost as well. Okay. So next, so practice different parts of the test and learn strategies. I guess you have been learning it from USHASHREE Foundation as well. So I'll just skip it. So speaking test content, everything is over here. There will be three parts. First one is question and answer on first topic, personal topic. Second one is a cue card, and third one is a two-way discussion that would be related to part 2. Okay. So this is the main thing that we are introducing over here. So video calling, the speaking test is, we have two formats of speaking test. One is in-person speaking test, where you will be talking with the person, or say where you and the examiner will be in the same closed place, and then you will be having an interview, right? So next is we have another format called video calling speaking, which is the same thing that we have been doing now. We are connected with the Google Meet, right? So it's the same thing like like we do every day. It's a video calling speaking. That means that the examiner will be staying in one secure place and you will be staying at the another secure place. That will be the venue, British Council itself. So you both will be given doing an examination, or say you will be taking an examination. The test taker will take the speaking test at an official test center that is at British Council. The examiner, the test will be delivered via video call through Zoom, or say through Google Meet, or say via Skype. And there will be an speaking examiner. It will be a real time. There will be a two-way interaction as well. It is same as the in-person speaking test in terms of content, scoring, timing, question format, security arrangement. Everything will be same as an in-person, but the only difference is you'll be talking via secured. You'll be talking via a secured platform, that is via Skype or via Zoom. Okay, we are introducing this video calling speaking test as well. This will be same like what you have been gaining information from USHASHREE as well. I guess USHASHREE is also conducting the online IELTS classes. So it's the same thing that you do with the USHASHREE classes as well. The video calling speaking test will be on the test, will be same as in-person speaking test. So on the test day, you have to arrive at 30 minutes prior to your speaking test day. You have to bring your passport, as I've said earlier as well. And one of the member or the invigilators will guide you to the speaking test room. You'll be given a headphone with a microphone on it, right? And our staff will be logging you and connecting you with the examiner. So what you can expect is a clear sound. You can expect a secure, fast connection, as we will be, or British Council will be securing it through LAN or connecting the internet with LAN itself. And you'll have a real life conversation as we have during the conversation now, right? So we have two formats in speaking test. One is video calling and another one is in-person speaking test. You can choose anyone, right? You can choose anyone while doing the booking of your IELTS date.
Ma'am, right. we'll give detail after some time. Okay, there is some confusion, so I will clear out. Let's move on with the thing. Okay.
Sure, ma'am. Sure. So in speaking test, you'll be marked on fluency and coherence, lexical resources, grammatical range and accuracy, and pronunciation. Please do not use the accents as well. You won't be marked on accents. If you think about the accents, or if you think about the accents only, and if you try to improve your accent, then you will forget what you were trying to say. So do not use fake accents on speaking test. Now about the listening test content, I believe you have been looking over, I believe you have been practicing about these as well. Section 1, 2, 3, and 4. One will be a conversation between two people. Part 2 will be a single speaker based talk. Third one will be a conversation among 3 to 4 people, and four will be a monologue as well, right? A single person talk. So in listening test, you'll be marked on your clear handwriting. You'll be marked on your spellings and your grammar. Okay, so make sure you write with correct spelling. You write with the correct grammar as well. You'll have 1 mark for each correct answer. You'll have 40 questions. If you do not know any answers, just predict it and write it. Do not leave any answers blank. Okay, as you do not lose any marks, or you there won't be any negative marking. So make sure you fill up all the answers. If you do not know any answers, just predict. Right, a wild guess would be a good thing, and make sure to write it in grammar. The grammar should be correct, and the spelling should be correct. Okay. Now, about the reading test, there will be three parts or sections: one, two, and three. There will be a text as well that might be from the novels or from any newsletters or anything. There will be three parts or three sections. There will be 40 questions, and you need to transfer your answers at a designated time, or say within 1 hour. There won't be any extra time. Like, we have an extra time to transfer your answers in listening test, but we don't have any extra time to transfer your answers in reading test. So make sure to transfer your answers at the designated time, as there is no extra time. So it's the same thing. You will be marked on the spellings and grammars. So make sure to write the correct spellings, and the correct grammar is also necessary. 1 mark for each answer. You do not lose any marks, so try to answer all questions, and there won't be any negative marking. So if you don't know any answers, just guess. Okay. So writing test content in academic, I'm talking about the academic only. Um, so in academic module, you'll task one will be a pie chart report. It's all about the report writing, right? And you have to write at least 150 words. Do not overdo the words. Do not write 200 or 300 words in task one. It is about describing a graph, pie chart, table, process, or anything. You have to do the report writing. Task two will be an essay or developing an argument. You'll have to write at least 250 words, and you have to finish both the tasks within 1 hour. So make sure to spend 20 minutes for task one and 40 minutes for task two, as task two contains more marks. Okay. You'll be marked on, in task one, you'll be marked on task achievement. In task two, you'll be marked on task response. And you'll, on both the tasks, you'll be marked on lexical resources. That means the vocabulary, coherence and cohesion, the logical sequence of your answers, and grammatical range and accuracy. So now about those were all about the Alson paper. Now about Alson computer, it is the same IELTS, but you'll be doing it on computer itself, and the speaking test will be either face to face or with a person in video calling speaking test. The Alson computer is, everything is same in case of standards, content preparation, or result format, or everything is same. The only difference is you'll be doing it on computer, right? So most of the candidates choose Alson computer because it is more flexible, it is convenient. They don't have to spend 2 days for the exam. Only 1 day would be good. If they prefer typing to writing, then they choose the Alson computer. They can still plan their answers on the paper, as we will be giving you the log on detail sheet, and you can write your answers on the papers. You can brainstorm your answers and write it on paper. And there will be some highlighting and review function, and then word count features as well. For the tasks, for the writing tasks, there will be a word count features as well. So those are all about the things that happens on the test day. We'll be giving you about the tips and tricks as well, but first let me tell you about how can the British Council help you. After you register for the test from British Council, what will you get as the resources? Okay, the first thing.
One second. Everyone, please write your question on the chat box. I saw some of the hand raised. We cannot really take your call, so please put your question on the chat box, or you can ask later. Okay, so give me 1 second, ma'am, at the same time.
Sure.
So I'll be sharing you the attendance sheet here. So we'll be announcing right now that you'll get real good discount on preparation classes. Okay, so if you want to entertain that service, I'll be putting the link on the chat box. You can make your attendance for everyone, okay? And you'll know in detail after this session, ma'am's briefing's over, then we'll take your questions one by one, and we'll try to answer your questions. All right, so stay patient and drop your question at this moment, and we'll take your questions. All right, okay, ma'am, please go on.
Thank you. So I was talking about the resources that you can enjoy, or the facilities that the British Council give you while after you register or pay for the test. The first thing is you'll have an access to Ask Ready Premium. I'll talk about it in a while as well. It's the new resources that British Council has launched. Next is Road to IELTS, consisting of 6 full practice tests. You'll be getting this also after you register for your test. You'll be getting a link to Road to IELTS and IELTS Ready Premium as well. And you'll get a free IELTS and computer familiarization test. You can go to our website as well, and you can try for IELTS and computer familiarization test. You can take this test as well. And about the webinars, we have the preparation webinars as well, which are delivered by IELTS experts. This happens twice a week or once a week. You can have a look at our Facebook page. Press Council Nepal is the Facebook page, and you can have a look at it, and you can get the preparation webinars. You can register for the webinars, and you will be getting a link for the webinars as well. And this is also free of cost. Next is we will be giving you, after you register for the test, we'll be giving you an IELTS preparation book as well. There's a book that says IELTS Essential Book. So you'll be getting this book as well after you register for the test. For IOP, the fees is 27,100, and for IOC, it's 25,300. I guess USHASHREE has some discounts for these as well. So for now, I'll be talking about IELTS Ready Premium. Okay. So I guess everyone is looking over this one. So IELTS Ready Premium, after you register for the test, you'll be getting a link to access this IELTS Ready Premium. What happens is after you register for the test, you'll get a link, and you'll be getting a username and password. Do not panic if you forget the password when you try to link it later. You can just reset the password as well. So this is how it looks. It's a IELTS Ready Premium. And if you scroll down over here, you will see your target score. You can put here your target
Ma'am, hold
Yes,
on.
ma'am.
There is no sharing anything. The
Oh, is
freezing.
it?
The screen is freezing. Yeah.
Okay. Just a moment then. I'll stop sharing this one,
Yeah.
and then I'll share another one then.
I'm actually really keenly waiting to hear some of the questions that has been put
Sure.
forth here.
Okay, I'm
Especially,
finishing it off.
yeah, especially
Like
the
2-3
students who are
minutes.
taking class online and physical with USHASHREE,
Okay.
and the friends who have joined this one only. Okay, you're welcome to ask any questions, and if we don't have answers from your side, we'll come back. Okay, Dikshant Bhusalji, I think you are not getting the point. Please drop your questions. Do not raise your hand, please. Okay, we cannot take your questions at this moment. All right, ma'am, please go on.
Okay. All right. Now you can see this, right? This is a guided e-learning. Okay.
No, it's coming, ma'am. Hold on.
Yes.
Yeah, now yes.
Okay. This is called Ask Ready Premium. You will get the link via email after you register for the test. This is a home page, and there's a quick start guide as well if you would like to look over. And when you click over here, this is the target score. You can just choose a test day, choose your test module, choose your test date, and choose your scores over here. And then you just need to say done. You can write 7.5, 8.5, 9. You have to choose the score that you need, that you are targeted for. Then you can do done, and then you will see these things. Okay. So after you do this, there is a as lessons as well, what we say, the webinars as well. You can register for the webinars as well. And when you go down, these are the models that you can choose. The mock test, which are timed and non-timed as well. You can choose practice, which are timed and non-timed as well. And you can look over your results and feedback as well. If you choose practice, then you can see that we have practice questions for speaking, writing, listening, and reading. Okay, so if you would like to choose for listening, then you can look over, and then you can look over here. There are some exercises. If you'd like to look over, if you like to
Well,
check all the tests at, yes,
okay.
if you'd like to take the test at once, you can choose this listening section, and you can choose exercise. If you'd like to have the specific exercise types, then you can choose everything from here, and then you can practice this session. Okay, this is the session that you can do, and you can just look over here, and then you can do the sessions. The reading is also same. You'll get the answers specifically over here. In listening and reading, there will be answers. You can get the answers instantly. If you do not know any answer, you can check your answers instantly. In writing test, what is there is there is a writing model answers. There are model answers for every exercises over here. You can check the model answers. Okay, there'll be questions over here, and you can practice your writing by looking over the question over here, and you can check the model answers as well. Okay, there's 5, 6, 7, 8 band scales are also over here. Okay, 5 to 6. If you write like this, you'll get 5 to 6. If you There's a model answers for the band scores of 7 and 8 as well, and 8 and 9 as well. All right, so you can choose everything, and then you can practice more as well. If everything is done, then you will be getting a progress report over here. All right, so when we look over the results and feedback, what happens is, if you have scored your target band is 8.5, if your if the color is orange, then you are performing under the level that you need. So there is a question type specific as well. So the orange means you have to practice more on summary completion. Blue means zero point 0.5 or 1.5 is less than what you have targeted for. Then so you have to look over sentence completion again, and then you can redo your work as well. You can view your work as well. If your performance is, if the green color is over here, then what it says is you're performing well, and your target and your practice is good. All right, this is all about IELTS Ready Premium. You can just book your test a month before, so that you can all these facilities. Overall progress will be reflected over here. This is orange, that means that you are performing under the level that you need, so you need to improve or practice more. All right, so this is the IELTS Premium that has been designed for you, for the candidates itself. So make sure to make a good use of these things by booking it earlier, 1 month earlier, so that you can enjoy practicing all the things. All right, all right, that is all from my side. If you have any questions, Usashri ma'am, I'll give this platform for you, please. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, ma'am. Anyway, I think the information that has been given is really comprehensive one. I hope people have enjoyed the session. Most of you I have seen very attentive, and I see a lot of questions, ma'am. I think you have got a lot of thing to explain here. Please have a look at the chat box. Quite a few questions. Okay. Just for a quick note, I just want to. People are writing so much tips and tricks, ma'am. So I would
Yes.
just share my screen, okay, and I'll just give you a brief. And let me remind you one thing here. So the attendees today, the candidate who you are here in the room today, we have got electronic attendance, okay? So I know who is doing what time and when they left, all right? So if you are interested in joining USHASHREE, there is a special discount for you. We are not disclosing the amount at this moment. You just call us. We can verify your data and you can join the class, all right? So let me share my screen, and everyone is like so much into that, ma'am. So let's have that tricks thing here, okay?
Yes.
And help me out while I'm, briefing. I'm sharing my screen, so I'll just show you just for a spot, okay? Anyway, I don't need these things but to speak, but I just want you to have something on the screen. All right. So what is the tips and tricks? So now you know the test sequence has changed from listening, reading, writing to writing, listening, reading. So first paper is writing. Okay. So how to improve writing? What tips you want? I will give you tips for life. Okay. You have to write every day in a one topic. Okay, if you take class, you learn English for life. And some of the friends are here. I will let some people speak about how the USHASHREE is handling the online or physical class. All right. So for you guys who are not with us, this is a takeaway for you today. Okay. So first of all, you try to write every day in one topic. If you don't have topic, I will give you the topic. You have got a cell phone, you have got a smartwatch you just got from your sister from America, Australia, Japan. You just write about that. Okay, anything you got, any accessories you have or you got, you just try to write every day. That's the way you improve your writing. Okay, learn to write from reading and listening. Academic material. So generally, IELTS is a generic English. You need to have a ability to use linguistic abilities. So how you can develop that? That is by reading and listening. The academic material. What do you do if you are like, watching RR or whatever XYZ movie? You're just having fun for 3 hours and wasting your time. You just read something that is valuable. Okay, you just watch documentary from, let's say, maybe Discovery Channel or something you like about it. Okay, you listen from BBC podcast. You can listen BBC FM and write about it. You read academic material. What do you? It's everything is free. You can find from BBC. You can find from CNN, Al Jazeera, ABC. You can find New York Times here in Nepal. That's a privilege for you. Back then, in 15, 20 years before, we don't have nothing. Okay, we have everything now. Buy Republica. Do you know Republica? Nagarik भन्ने पत्रिका थाहा छ हजुरलाई हैन? नागरिकको अर्को English daily आउँछ, that is Republica. Inside that you will find a newspaper called New York Times. So there, in the opinion page, you will read absolute academic material. You read there and write. Okay, so join online group. I think you are expert people in this online. I don't know much about it. Okay, you have got quite a few group app. Now Facebook is kind of old. Maybe WhatsApp or Telegram or XYZ. I don't know what they are available. But whatever it is, Olivia something, there is a chat group. Sorry, I don't know name exactly. And people are having real good time making friends. Olivia, so but I don't know the name now. Okay, so you do that. Start writing short online review. This is the absolute example. I have produced quite a few people who are a blogger now. They are real good. Okay, if you want, I can share some link. These guys, they have done one single thing. Once they are with us at USHASHREE, we just give few days, like week time, to make you, confident on writing, reading, speaking, and everything. We do extra activities. So for that, you can do one thing. This one, you write the review of any daily newspaper that you read. Ma'am, अहिले हामी त्यस्तो हेर्दैनौँ क्या, फेसबुक छँदैछ नि. Okay, Facebook पनि you can read a lot of good materials. Okay, so you write about that. Especially newspapers, there is a section where you can put your thought and you can send. These days you can just email it. पहिला हाम्रो जमानामा अब हामी त्यति पनि त्यस्तो भएको छैनौँ, तै पनि लाइक पत्र मन्जुसा भन्नेमा खसाउनु पर्थ्यो हैन. So now you don't need to go anywhere, just type it. You have got a laptop, you have got everything, just drop that. All right, this is the way you improve your writing. Learn way to write complex sentence. अब ग्रामर पनि अलिकति जान्नुपर्ने हुन्छ. तपाईँले जानेको ग्रामरमा अलिकति you need to improve a few things. How you can do that? Well, we'll give you some session for only grammar. If you want to join English language class, physical class is possible, you can join. Okay, and we'll give you A B C D 2 + 2 4 भन्ने कुरा तपाईलाई म्याथमा थाहा छ. हामी इङ्ग्लिशमा 2 + 2 4 भन्न सिकाउँछौँ. Okay, so if you really want, you are welcome to join. So this is the basic to advanced tip for writing. अनि म्याम लेटर कसरी लेख्ने, अब त्यो चाहिँ अब अलि इम्पोसिबल यहाँ भन्नलाई हैन, बट इट इज पोसिबल. अनि म्याम त्यो चार्ट कसरी डिस्क्राइब गर्ने, विल गिभ यु 2 + 2 4 kind of format. Every sentence, every single word that you can write and choose will give you training precisely. All right. So this is all about writing. Now let's move on to the other one, writing, then listening. As you know the sequence, writing and then listening. So listening is a practice of listening, making the tone familiar to in your ear. Okay, तपाईको कानलाई चाहिँ एकदम त्यो हिन्दी फिल्म हेरेर चाहिँ अचेलभरि फेसन चाहिँ हिन्दी फिल्मको छैन, लाइक जेन्ट्स गाइज दिज आर दे आर ह्याभिङ a lot of black thing here. पहिला पहिला त होइन पुरा त्यो बिहान बिहान उठ्ने बित्तिकै सेभ हुन्थ्यो, अचेलभरि त्यहाँ साउथको हिरोले त्यो बनाएपछि तपाईँको त्यो छ नि होइन त्यस्तै you can listen something, you make fashion out of your own habit. Listen to BBC, CNN, TED Talk. I think you've been listening, but you need to make little intense habit. Okay, listen and make your mind, your head ready to recognize whatever you listen. Okay, so this is fashion. You need to create your own fashion. त्यो फिल्ममा भनेको फेसन किन इम्प्लिमेन्ट गर्नु पर्यो? You make your fashion to improve your English. Okay, start writing the summary after listening. So everybody listen a lot of things, but the trouble is they don't write, they don't do nothing. Okay, so our request to you, you listen and you write every day. Okay, and then what do you do? Join online groups. There is something called a steam ad or something, right? And there are few other Telegram also popular for you guys to learn something. Okay, there are quite a few people who are doing good job also. So if you want, you can reach out to us. All right, learn to recognize accent. Recently one of my students said, ma'am, section 3 ma ta sunyo त्यो like एउटा question को answer लेख्दा त्यो सक्यो अरे, like 6 minutes is gone. Like what's happening? You have, even though you have listened everything, but the trouble is you are not able to get the answer. Why? Because the tone that you are listening, the accent, the way people are speaking, you just, it's went through your head. Like it's like बाहिर माथि माथिबाट गयो, बोल्न सबै बुझेको छु तर के छ मैले क्वेशन पनि पढ्न भएको छैन, I am not syncing my mind with the audio. Okay, so you need to recognize the accent. एकजनाले म्याम अस्ट्रेलियन बोले जस्तो लाग्छ, अर्कोले जापानिजले पनि इङ्ग्लिस बोलेर कस्तो बर्बाद छ, कति बोले खैरेले जस्तो पनि लाग्छ हैन. अब के गर्नु? You need to listen to those kind of audio to get the score. Okay, so you need to be familiar with the accent. Now what do you do next? Strive to listen unfamiliar topic every day. अब यो कुरा त हामी नेपालीहरुलाई हेडेक नै हो. म्याम कस्तो दिक्क लाग्छ भने सुन्नै मन लाग्दैन. अब के गर्नु? अब त्यस्तै आउँछ एकाडेमिक section 3 and 4 is academic topic. Okay, so you need to have that habit of listening something which you don't know before. If you are like, let's say, listening about Arctic life, maybe one of the creature living in ocean, then maybe you don't know nothing about it because we are not so familiar with the ocean life. But you need to listen and try to be familiar with the vocab. The number one thing is vocabulary. You don't know the words, meaning, and you have got a trouble understanding. So you need to enlarge your head with the vocabulary. All right, so this is the generic tip for generic to advanced, let's say, for listening. Now let's move on to reading. Reading is another tough cake for us. I don't know why. Maybe because of the system that we've been through, we have got a very, very limited habit of reading and we don't love to read actually. So if you read well, I think you do things pretty well in your academic life, also in professional life. So what do? You need to master the skimming and scanning skills. What is this? You've been using this skill since like you are, at the age of maybe 5, 6. तपाईले 1 to maybe LKG, UKG पढ्दादेखि नै तपाईले यो गरिरहेको काम हो, तर यसको scale up चाहिँ एकदमै advance हुँदै हुँदै गएको छ. So you need to read fast. Reading means you are reading fast, literally fast, getting the general understanding out of the situation, whatever presented in the passage or paragraph. And scan is finding specific information while reading fast. So these two things need to be combined together to get the answer actually. You have got a limited time. So for that limited time, you need to master the skill called skimming and scanning. Okay. After that, another important skills that you need to master is distinguishing main and supporting details. Every single paragraph that has been given to you to read in the academic setting is combination of main and supporting ideas. Okay, that you need to have a real good understanding of getting a differentiation or distinguish between two different ideas. And read academic content. Read academic content is something that you really need to do. Make habit of reading research abstract. तपाईँहरूले यहाँ पढ्ने गरेको कन्टेन्टहरू चाहिँ डिस्क्रिप्टिभ मात्रै छ, सो अलिकति इन्टरनेसनल म्यागजिन्सहरू अनि अलि एकाडेमिक मेटेरियलहरू पढ्ने बानी गर्नुभयो भने चाहिँ somehow maybe if you're a lucky person, you'll get the question on that topic on the exam day. Many students who have been with us, they have got almost close to the topic that they have done mock test at USHASHREE. Okay, so that is something that you need to do in a regular basis, at least for 3 months. Okay, 1.5 months is our class and 1.5 months for your preparation. 3 months is more than enough for you to secure 7.58. All right. Start writing the summary after reading. Nobody does this in Nepal. No one. Nobody like to. I don't know why. But if you really want to improve the reading habit and you want to get the content out from the reading, it's really good for you to have a habit of writing a summary. Okay. So this is a basic to advanced tip. अब यहाँ ठ्याक्कै यहाँ question type को बारेमा कुरा आइरहेछ. We'll take that question in a minute. Let me go through the last one. Speaking is another day test, as you know from the ma'am just before. And the test day, now the sequence is writing, listening, and reading at the end in one day. Other day is speaking. Okay, speaking, as you have heard from ma'am, that there is a 2 different ways of speaking is happening. So there is some confusion while ma'am is briefing. I will just tell you here. Speaking is like you are talking to the person in front, like in your university setting or college. Okay, but there will be separate room allocated for the test, and in person test, you'll be there in the room. Okay, and the examiner will be in front of you. On table will be in between, because you need to write, and there'll be few device on the table for recording and for timing purpose. All right, for the video call, it's like now we are having online class, just like that. You'll be at the venue. You need to be at the venue. It's not like you are sitting at home and you are giving test, not possible. Okay, you need to be at the venue, but just the replacement is that the person will not be there. You will be in front of the computer. Okay, there will be setting already set for you, and you will sit in front and you'll deliver your speech. From the other side, speaker will be giving you this question and you will be answering. All right. Sorry for my throat. Now let's come back to the tips and tricks here. You need to speak to yourself. If you can speak to yourself and convince yourself, then you can convince other people. All right, so try to speak to you. I think everyone, they speak to themselves. I speak to myself. I think you speak to yourself. If you are doing something, there is always in tendency that you want to do something best for the first time. So you speak to yourself. Here in the speaking also, you need to speak yourself. It means you are answering the question, then whoever is asking question, that person need to satisfy, like, okay, this guy has answered the question appropriately. All right, so that's why you need to start now to speak yourself in English, please, not in Nepali. Do not try to first of all you understand the question and then you translate in Nepali, and then also you make it in English and you deliver. At that time, like, examiner is, what the hell is going on? You are taking 10-second time. It's long time. Okay, so please speak to yourself like you speak to yourself fast. You need to respond question as fast as possible. Okay. All right, now use English as your daily conversation language. It is always better. Now everybody has got some people speaking English at home, but the trouble is nobody speaks English. नेपाली ठिक छ, कति सजिलो छ, कसले इङ्ग्लिसमा के भन्ने म्याम थाहै छैन हैन, के भन्ने यस्तो यस्तो, लाइक हात हल्लाउने के गर्ने, whatever, you just broken भए पनि इङ्ग्लिस बोल्नुस् के, अलिअलि मिस्टेक भएर के फरक पर्दैन. So next time you realize and you learn. So please use English in your daily life wherever possible. घरमा बाहिर साथीहरू भेट्दा पनि, why you speak Nepali? As you are sitting for a test, do some exercise now on an everyday basis. And you need to listen to a natural speech. Do you know natural speech? Natural speech is something that is delivered without looking at any script, like ma'am spoken everything. I think do you think ma'am has got a script in front and there is a sound engineer and saying, you need to read that, like newspaper people? We have got no sound engineer left and right. We have got engineering in our head. Okay, this is our daily life that we deliver everything. So just like that, you need to listen to people who speaks in a natural way. Example, Sadhguruji, who know, everybody knows. If you don't know, please do search SAD Sadguru. You listen to him. There is a script on at the button. In a YouTube, there is a CC. You just click that CC and then, read out while he's speaking, and then you'll improve your speaking. All right. And also, other one, give your logic when answering the question. You have got a lot of logic. I always enjoy asking one question to my students most of the time. Suppose तपाईँले मम्मीले भनेको काम गर्नु मन लागेको छैन भने कति चाँडै आन्सर दिनुहुन्छ हैन? Do you know that logic? Who knows that logic? That logic you need to have. Do not repeat the question. भन्यो जसले पनि repeat गर्छ. Most of the in my life, I think I've been with the new students in every month, at least 400 to 500 students, okay, in a month. So almost 80% people, they repeat the question. They repeat absolute question. जति भने पनि हुँदैन त्यो. जति भने पनि हुँदैन त्यो. I don't know why. This is very tough, kind of thing. Personal habit is something interesting. So please do not repeat the question. If you want to get good score, do not repeat the question. And do not copy any action. Ma'am also has actually mentioned this. I have got a funny story for that. When you start speaking using other accent, it's like for 5 minutes. Or you have got a, speaking session for 11 to 14 minutes. So like maybe maximum you can stick to that accent for 5 minutes or so. After that, your accent will come down when you are in almost in part 2. Part 3 मा त डाउन भएर यस्तो हुन्छ फेरि पुरा 45 ले ल्यान्डिङ भएर सिधै आउँछ फेरि ग्राउन्डमै बुझ्नु भयो नि. So please do not do this. All right. Now, question answer. Okay, whatever question you have, we'll be taking. If people want to speak, I want the person who is just dropping something here. Can you please unmute yourself and ask your question, please? I forget the name actually. He left already. If you are here, please unmute yourself and you can ask. All right. Okay. No, who's Dikshantji? Okay, can you please be in the video? If you want to ask question, you need to be in the video, sir. Please. Okay. If you are not in the video, we'll not let you entertain here. If you have got trouble, you can join back. All right. Everyone who okay. Yes, okay, sir. Please. So, what's your question? Yeah, welcome to ask. Quick.
So may I speak?
Yeah, please go on.
So I have a question related to.
Can you please be formal on the screen, Azur?
Related to computer-based IELTS. So.
Okay. What is your question?
That I'm going.
Can you please rejoin this and the
so
your voice
is that essay written by ourselves in computer-based? I was asking like, is that computer?
Okay, Diksanji, you join back. Your network is really poor. It's like disturbing. Okay, please join back. All right. Okay, Susilji has got a question. Susilji, I want really comprehensive question. Can you please, unmute yourself and ask? Yeah.
Okay. म्याम यो छ नि हाम्रो कम्प्युटर बेस्डहरुमा चाहिँ कुनै कुनै सर्टकट कीहरु हाइलाइट गर्नेवाला जस्तै अरु कुनैहरु एक्स्ट्रा केही छ कि अनि एउटा कसैले चाहिँ अब कम्प्युटर बेस्ड त अलि इजी छ यो अरु राइटिङ भन्दा त्यो इजी छ अब कसैलाई टाइपिङ स्पिड त फास्ट हुँदैन त्यही कुरा चाहिँ अघि न म्यामले नि अलिक भन्नु भएको जस्तो छ है त्यो कुरामा चाहिँ अब कम्प्युटर बेस्डहरु सबै लिएर अनि राइटिङ चाहिँ पेपरमा लेख्न मिल्ने किसिमको केही छ कि त्यो एउटा.
Okay, ma'am, did you get the question, ma'am?
Okay. Yes, please. As Sushilji, you will have to give all the modules, all the skill tests in computer itself. Writing pani, listening, reading, sabai computer mein dinu parcha. Speaking matter in person ya the video calling speaking test only. So if you are not feasible with the computer, you can give paper based. अनि यो कम्प्युटरमा चाहिँ यो हाइलाइटिङ स्किल्स हाइलाइटिङ र फङ्सन्सहरू यो वर्ड कन्फिचर सबै कम्प्युटरमै हुन्छ सर्टकट किज भनेर त्यस्तो केही पनि हुँदैन एज तपाईँलाई राइटिङमा मात्रै हो त्यो सर्टकट किजहरू छैन अरूमा त वान वर्ड आन्सर नै हुन्छ वान वर्ड या 3 वर्ड्स आन्सर नै हुन्छ सो दे वन्ट बी एनी प्रब्लम हाइलाइटिङ फङ्सन्सहरू चाहिँ तपाईँले त्यो कम्प्युटरबाटै क्लिक गरेर त्यहाँ हेल्प बटन पनि हुन्छ अनि के गर्न मिल्छ भने त्यहाँ सबै गरेको हुन्छ सो युल बी फाइन्डिङ इट इन द कम्प्युटर इट्सेल्फ है त्यो हाम्रो नर्मल हाम्रो सर्टकट किजहरू जुन तपाईँले बुझिरहनु भएको छ या त जुन तपाईँलाई थाहा भएको हुन्छ त्यो त्यो थाहा भएको कुरा पनि वाइल यु गिभ दि कम्प्युटर बेस्ड टेस्टमा चाहिँ त्यो युज नगर्दा हुन्छ किनभने त्यो एउटा छुट्टै प्लेटफर्म नै हुन्छ सो इट्स नट लाइक वी युज डेली हामीले जुन युज गर्छौँ नि कम्प्युटरमा सर्टकट किजहरू जुन युज गर्छौँ त्यो चाहिँ त्यसमा नहुन सक्छ सो त्यो हाइलाइटिङ फङ्सन्सहरू अनि त्यसपछि अरू कुनै सर्टकट्सहरू छ भने चाहिँ त्यो डिस्प्लेमा आइरहेकै हुन्छ
Okay, that means there is no control C and control B. That's it. So everything is you need to type. So here tips for everyone.
Ma'am,
So
I am
if you
searching for control F.
no, there is no. It's better to prepare now. This is a tips. Please do use Notepad. NOTEPAD. Do you know?
म्याम यो कन्ट्रोल कपी र भी चाहिँ हुन्छ अरू जुन सर्टकट किजहरू हुन्छ हाइलाइटिङको सर्टकट किजहरू त्यो मात्र युज हुने हो कट र पेस्टको चाहिँ हुन्छ
कट कपी पेस्ट र चाहिँ त्यो चाहिँ हुन्छ कट र कपी पेस्ट त्यो त त्यही नै हुन्छ त्यो बटम इज गिभन देयर बट यु क्यानट डु कन्ट्रोल सी एन्ड भी त्यो जुन सर्टकट छ नि किवर्ड त्यो त हुँदैन हैन
त्यो चाहिँ मिल्छ कन्ट्रोल सी कन्ट्रोल भी को सर्टकट चाहिँ मिल्छ अरू जुन हाइलाइटिङ फङ्सनको या अरू ट्याबहरू युज गर्नेवाला त्यो मात्र हुँदैन कन्ट्रोल सी कन्ट्रोल भी कन्ट्रोल जी त्यो चाहिँ हुन्छ
Okay, all right. Okay, so nothing more than that. Okay, very good question. Anyway, let's hear it from यहाँ साथी पहिला यसलाई दिउँ अघि तपाईको इन्टरप्ट भएको साथी can you please unmute yourself and speak if your sound is okay then we'll move on. Okay, please. Yeah.
Am I audible right now?
Dikshant.
Am I audible right now?
Yes, clear.
Okay.
Loud and clear, Azur. Can you please? Yeah.
Okay. I was asking like computer based IELTS dida feri the essay we have written that tax one we have written at that time that will be checked by AI. Is it true or like it will be checked by a person?
It won't be checked by AI but it's a check हुँदैन it will be by a person itself the only thing is तपाईहरुको सबै answersहरु चाहिँ it will be recorded in a computer and it will be sent to the Cambridge itself.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you for the question. Okay, I think I saw a hand raised by Aruna Manandar. You have to be in the video, ma'am. You have to be in the video to ask the question, all right? If you have a trouble, join back. All right, ma'am. So some of the question that I'm taking, if you have got any question, please raise your hand or unmute yourself. But I'm looking at the chat box. Ma'am, can you please also check chat box? I think it's you can see.
Yes, I have looked over one question by Sazan Bhattrai. While taking photo for us, do we need to remove our earring? What mundra? Okay, we request you to remove the bulky earrings as well and also the mundra as well because the photo that we take during the registration that will be reflected in the test report form. I think the photo that is in the test report form should match with the photo in the passport as well. So there might be a problem while in the immigration or while doing the processing. It's better to remove the earrings and also to remove the mundras as well for the photograph only.
Okay, let's get Aruna here. Aruna Manandar, what's your question?
My question is, ma'am, हामीले चाहिँ हैन कम्प्युटर बेस्ड कम्प्युटर बेस्ड गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ पिटिई अनि त्यसपछि पेपर बेस्ड गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ आइएलटिएस भन्ने बुझिरहेको थियौँ होइन मैले यो सेसनबाट चाहिँ कम्प्युटर बेस्डमा पनि स्पिकिङ चाहिँ दिन मिल्दो रहेछ भिडियो कलबाट पनि भन्ने चाहिँ थाहा पाएँ होइन अनि त्यही कुरा चाहिँ मैले बुझ्न खोजेको थिएँ त्यो चाहिँ हामीले त्यही दिन गर्न पाइन्छ कि या अरू सबै तीनटा मोडुलहरू चाहिँ पेपर बेस्ड गरेर अनि स्पिकिङ मात्रै भिडियो कलमा गर्न पाइन्छ त्यो अलिकति क्लियर भएको थिएन त्यही बुझ्नलाई मात्र म्याम
Okay, good question. Yeah, ma'am, please take on. I will clarify after.
So, computer based मा चाहिँ तपाईले computer based र paper based भनेको दुईटै IELTS को दुईटा फर्म्याट हो कम्प्युटर बेसमा चाहिँ तपाईले लिसनिङ रिडिङ राइटिङ कम्प्युटरमै दिनुहुन्छ यो चाहिँ पिटिई जस्तो होइन है अनि कम्प्युटर बेसमा चाहिँ तपाईँले लिस्निङ रिडिङ राइटिङ कम्प्युटरमा दिनुहुन्छ अनि त्यसपछि स्पिकिङ चाहिँ इन पर्सनमा दिनुहुन्छ। जस्तै एकजना एक्जामिनर र तपाईँ दुवैजना अगाडि नै बस्नुहुन्छ। अर्को चाहिँ हाम्रो भिडियो कलिङ स्पिकिङ टेस्ट भनेको चाहिँ यो चाहिँ हाम्रो पेपर बेस आइएल टेस्ट हुन्छ। पेपर बेसमा चाहिँ तपाईँ लेखेरै दिनुहुन्छ, लिसनिङ रिडिङ राइटिङ लेखेरै दिनुहुन्छ। स्पिकिङ चाहिँ तपाईँ इन पर्सन पनि हुनसक्छ, या त यो भिडियो कलिङ हामी यसरी जुन कुरा गरिरहेको छौँ त्यसरी पनि हुनसक्छ। यो भिडियो कलिङ स्पिकिङ टेस्ट चुज गर्नको लागि चाहिँ तपाईँले जब रेजिस्टर गर्नुहुन्छ त्यो बेलामा चाहिँ तपाईँले म भिडियो कलिङ दिन्छु भनेर चुज गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ। यो चाहिँ मान्छेले नै लिने हो, एआईले लिने चाहिँ होइन है स्पिकिङ टेस्ट।
Okay, let me clarify one thing. तपाईँलाई केही कन्फ्युजन छ भनेदेखि you can reach out to us, okay? But now it's clear. Speaking is possible, a video call as well, but you need to make sure that you want to give that way before you book the test, okay? If you want, we
Okay,
are
thank you.
booking the test and we'll give you the detail. Thank you. All right, Sita ji, what's your question, please?
Thank you, ma'am.
Mhm.
My question really goes to dear Usha ma'am. I'm not taking any classes also. First of all, let me thank you for the response that you are showing to us. Ma'am, my question is that lastly also in 2019, I gave IELTS test and my score was...
It seems tough question for me.
My score was not so good, not so bad, let's say.
Okay.
I took no any classes.
Okay.
And in my listening, I scored just 5.5, ma'am. And because of my pregnancy, I couldn't apply also. Now my baby is also growing up, and again, I'm planning to apply. And my question is that, ma'am, I'm professionally a teacher plus a lecturer.
Very
I'm not
tough
telling
then.
that. Yes, I'm not telling that I'm finer, I'm the talent one. But what my question is that I have frankly telling, no time to take class, ma'am, because from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. I'm busy, and rest of the time I have to give to my baby, and I need support for listening. How to improve my listening? That is my question, ma'am.
Okay, so actually in the tips and tricks, I think I have covered most of the thing that the tips that I have given is like, I don't have, I wish to have that, I really wish to have something that you are looking for. I really wish if God is gracious, I want to just boof, and you'll get 9 out of 9 or 8.5, but this is not there. Reality is different. All right, but whatever I have said in the tips and tricks, that's why I've intentionally taken some time to brief that. So there is no one way delivery. You need to work out on a daily basis. But if you do not want to take class, then it is a nightmare. Okay, listening and speaking improvement is literally difficult in Nepal because of our learning pattern. Okay, there is no speaking happening, and the listening, what you need to listen, nothing while you are studying. So it's a daily activity that you can improve upon. Okay, if you can spare 1 hour time for, let's say, 1.5 months, we have got an online class. You can enjoy the system that I have shown here. Maybe you are not able to check that out before. You can check out looking at our social media profile. If you can call us, then would be good. Okay, we have got our own learning portal where most of the things are given there. Taking class 1 hour from home is, I think, ideal thing. For me, this is a privilege. It's a grace of a God. Living in a 21st century, you can take class living in a bedroom. What do you want more? This is the sophistication we have. All right, so anyway, I have understood the question, I think, and I have answered it well. I don't know. Yeah.
All right, ma'am, there are few more questions over here I'd like to clarify. So before how many days shall we book the date to register for the test? I believe you can you can register for the test maybe 1 month earlier so that you can enjoy the test resources that we have discussed earlier from British Council, and also you can practice more as well, and you can know about your flaws and drawbacks and pros and cons as well. So it's better to register for the test 1 month before. And also, if you are not prepared or if there is any problem, you can always reschedule the date as well. And There is another question: can we do the IELTS computer familiarization thing before booking? Yes, there is a free IELTS familiarization test. You can look over our website, bracecouncil.org.np. Is passport must for IELTS? Yes, passport is very much important thing for IELTS. You are not supposed to get any other identification document for IELTS. Only the passport, original and valid passport, is must for IELTS.
One second, ma'am.
So,
I just want to add up here. So people who want to try for maybe computer, computer on computer, test on computer, most of the resources that ma'am has mentioned here is actually accommodated in our system. USHASHREE test prep, you'll get it from there. And some of the links that has been given there, you cannot really get it just like that. You need to book the test and then only you can get. So it is always ideal for you to book the test 1 month ahead, okay, so you can utilize the resources. All right. Yes, ma'am.
okay, so there is another question. This is the very much repetitive question in every
Hmm.
session, I guess. Is there any difference in the difficulty in question type if you register through IDP or Brace Council, or they are same? I'd like to let you know that IDP and Brace Council both are circulated under the same Cambridge team, so there is no any difference in marking or any other criteria. They both are same. It's your choice whether you choose which one you would choose. It's your choice. All right.
This is
Other
million
things.
dollar question, $1 million
Yes, yes,
question.
every time.
Yeah.
So there's another question: is video call facility is only for computer based tests, or can paper based also appear for this test? Both the IOC and IOP both can appear for the test. Video calling speaking test is both available in both the formats. So
Hmm.
other things are, I guess, the for how long would ours be valid? I guess this is the validity is 2 years. I guess it has been lengthened to 3 years, I believe, but there is no any valid reason. So I would say 2 years is a valid year for the IELTS course. There's no any difference between IDP and British Council, so you can choose
No.
anyone,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah. Okay, so
All right.
I saw, ma'am, you have
Mhm.
covered most of the question. I saw how to
Yes,
solve
yes.
matching heading questions. Melina ji, actually, I think I have briefed comprehensively about scanning skills. That's what you need for that. Okay, some of the question I'm taking, ma'am. What would like to know the price of class? So you need to call. So the announcement has been done here, and it is recorded. So you can just call us and or you can visit us. Okay, Lasmanji is saying, what types of help provide British Council to students? Well, the resources that has been given, just ma'am has briefed, that's what you will get. Okay, and there is a system that has been given to you to utilize to get better score. Melnaji, secure desire, oh, you are writing a lot of secure desire, you need to do a lot of reading and writing for that. Okay, join the class, the kind of a quality class that we offer. While taking photos of for IELTS, do we need to remove earring? Oh, this is too much today. Sajjan Badrai. So don't worry, just for a second, it's like 2 hours. What makes you if you're not wearing 2 hours your ring or whatever, you know? So
Ma'am,
shuffle, yeah,
ma'am, it's not for
yeah.
2 hours. It's just for the photograph. That means like for two to
Yeah,
three
only
minutes
only
only.
to take the
Yes,
photo,
only for
no?
the photographs.
Because
Yes,
if the signing is coming from your jewelry, I think it is invalid. Okay, the picture is
yes,
invalid, so your specs has to go out, you need to take
removed.
off. Okay, so that's why this is for only for like minute, like say 5 minutes.
Yes.
Okay, that's it. Don't worry, your jewelry is safe there. No worries, no trouble. And Safalji is asking how to deal with the listening multiple choice question, oh my god, okay, this is like really a tough question here. To actually answer you in a session like this, you need to have rigorous understanding and you need to go through the exercise, okay, to improve. So it is possible, I think it better to join a class. It's not like you join only USHASHREE. Okay, if you want the service we are offering, you are welcome. Okay, but you can join anywhere and get good score. All right. So, Anjali Maharjanji, before how many days shall we book the test? It's been already, I think, covered. It's your choice. We can book your test within like 2-3 days. Okay, if you are ready, no problem. but it is better if you book early and you make your mind that way around. Ask Mane Upane, can we do the IELTS computer family? Yeah, definitely. If you want, you can, reach out to us. We'll send you the link direct, okay, if you have got trouble getting. Pratishta ji saying, is passport must? Yes. I think most of the questions we think we have covered, ma'am. Can you please have a look? Dilip Patel, the test is approaching near and I'm getting trouble. Task one. Dilip ji, please join class for some time also. It is very tough for us to give you the full-fledged answer here. All right. So generic information has already been delivered. The difference, Anjali is asking, is there any difference in difficulty in question type if you register? Oh my god, this has been, please, this is, I think you are being very clear about whatever delivered here. There is no difference between whatever the question you are getting from British Council or IDP, because the same board is handling everything. Okay, University of Cambridge is giving everything, so we just need to be get ready to for the test. Ma'am, do you think we have covered? Sagarji asking
Yes,
what?
it's all about
Mhm.
the tips and tricks only that you have already
Yeah,
covered.
yeah, I think
So
most of it. Yeah.
yes, yes, yes. I
Okay.
think I'm looking over the raised hands. If there are any questions so far, you
Yeah,
can
let's
just
take
raise your
that one.
hand.
I think Sita ji, can you please comprehensively complete your answer? She was asking, and we just interrupted her because of long question. Sita ji, are you there? If not, then we'll take other one. I think she's off. Okay. Yeah, please comprehend your question pretty quick, ma'am. Can you please unmute?
Okay, ma'am. I just wanted to say if the classes are available after 7:30 also.
Well, ma'am, please call and find out. We have got class running 8 to 9 p.m. at this moment for IELTS
Okay,
Nepalese people here in
that's
Dhaka. All
great
right.
then.
Thank you.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you. Chakraji, what's your question? Can you please unmute yourself and speak?
म्याम जस्तै हामीले आइएल्सको इक्जाम दिइसकेपछि हामीले चाहे जस्तो स्कोर आएन भनेपछि कति पछि अर्को डेट बुक गर्न मिल्छ हामीले?
Ma'am, favorite question for you.
You can book a date at any time. जहिले पनि गर्दा पनि हुन्छ। यसमा यति नै वर्षको ग्याप, यति नै महिनाको ग्याप भनेर भन्ने छैन। सो यु क्यान डेट बुक, यदि यो विकमा तपाईँको आएन भने नेक्स्ट विक पनि तपाईँले बुक गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ।
अनि हाम्रो एउटा मात्रै ब्यान्डमा चाहिँ नराम्रो आयो, त्यो मात्रै ब्यान्ड चुज गर्न मिल्ने अप्सन छ कि छैन म्याम आजभोलि?
त्यो अप्सन चाहिँ छैन, अहिले चाहिँ पाइलट फेजमा थियो, अहिले नेपालमा चाहिँ आइपुगेको छैन त्यो चाहिँ।
Okay.
अनि यो
Anyway.
एउटा फेसबुक पेजमा पनि ब्रिटिस काउन्सिलबाट एउटा आइराखेको हुन्छ कि सधैँ साँझतिर, त्यो चाहिँ कस्तो फेक हो कि सही हो म्याम? एउटा
के चाहिँ भन्नुभयो? सरी मैले बुझिनँ।
ब्रिटिस काउन्सिलबाट चाहिँ एउटा क्लास हुन्छ कि सधैँ साँझ आई थिङ्क 6 बजेदेखि 8 बजीतिर